What's up, everybody?
A Universal Interactive Studios production.
This is Sharp Knife 45.
Developed by Traveler's Tales.
And we are continuing the next Crash Bandicoot game in the series called
Crash Bandicoot, The Wrath of Cortex.
That's right, we're going to play Crash Bandicoot, The Wrath of Cortex, the fourth game of the series. We finished Crash 1, 2, and 3. Now it's off to number 4. And it looks like Naughty Dog has stopped making Crash Bandicoot games. Well, they did make one more, and that would be Crash Team Racing. But I decided to skip that game and just go straight to the fourth one. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. I'm just gonna put my real name, because I don't think Sharp Knife is going to fit in there. Alright, let's go ahead and get the game started. Looks like we're at a new space station. Sounds like things are gone for bad to worse for Cortex and Uka Uka. Let's watch.
Imbeciles! Fools! Nincompoops! Can't you idiots do anything right? According to this, your track record for spreading evil is pathetic. Uka Uka, it's not our fault that wretched Bandicoot is to blame. I will not let anything stand in the way of evil. Especially not a brainless orange marsupial. Crash must be eliminated.
Uka Uka, need I remind you that Crash always finds a way to defeat us? Maybe he's just too good for us.
He's got a point.
Excuses! You 5 idiots need to come up with one good plan! Or else... How do I get into these situations?
There must be something we can come up with. Say, Doctor, haven't you been tinkering with some kind of new secret weapon in your laboratory?
I don't know what you're talking about, Entropy.
Dr. Cortex! I think he's referring to this super secret weapon you've been laboring over day and night since the last time Crash defeated you.
Enough bickering! Do we have a plan? Well, in my scientific endeavors, I've been able to create a genetically advanced super weapon of unbelievable strength. But the power source is the final missing crucial element. Elements. Yes, the elementals. Right, the elementals, that's it. If released, their destructive energy could create enough power to bring my secret weapon to life. We have a weapon capable of crushing mountains, demolishing entire cities, and wiping Crash Bandicoot off the face of the earth forever. Get ready to face my wrath, Crash Bandicoot.
And now we move on to the good guys. Wow, that looks so much fun. Aw, now that's just adorable.
What's happening? No, it cannot be. Oh, no.
This can't be good.
What's going on? Oh no! Crash! Look out!
Well, that's what I call a tidal wave.
Is everyone all right? It appears that my evil twin brother Uka Uka is up to his no-good tricks again. I must find out what he is planning. I'll meet up with you later.
Hello, my sweet brother.
You have gotten my attention, Uka Uka. What kind of diabolical scheme do you and Dr. Cortex have planned this time?
No schemes, just some old familiar faces dropping by for a visit.
No, not the elementals. Uka Uka, why did you release them? Don't you know what happens from the last time they were free.
So they were responsible for a few earthquakes, floods, and that little ice age a couple of centuries back. You worry too much, brother.
You cannot restrain them, Uka Uka. They are far too dangerous. This will spell disaster for us all.
On the contrary, Aku Aku. Spells disaster for you and that precious planet you care so much about. Destroy him!
You won't get away with this.
Who's going to stop us?
Crash, Coco, it is just as I feared. Uka Uka and Dr. Cortex have freed a group of destructive masks known as the Elementals. We must find a way to stop them before they destroy the Earth and all of its inhabitants. The only way to stop the Elementals' destructive nature is to imprison them with the use of ancient crystals. Each elemental can be returned back to their hibernation state with a total of 5 crystals. We must act quickly. Coco, what is the status of the new portal chamber you've been working on?
It's almost finished. A few little adjustments here and there, and it'll be ready to go.
Well done, Coco. This gives us the ideal opportunity to test it. We must hurry.
Nice place they got here.
Okay, all systems are ready and operational.
It's time we evened up the odds in our favor.
Crash is like, you mean me, right? And as you can see, this is the loading screen, where Crash is just floating down into space. Yeah, I'm gonna skip some of the loading screens because they're gonna be really long. So for now, let's just watch Crash floating. I think the loading screen takes like 30 seconds or 5 minutes or 10 minutes, depending on how. Never mind.
Crash Bandicoot, my old nemesis. How the heck are you? Still gathering crystals? Old habits die hard, don't they? My days are being spent on something much more intriguing. Meet Crunch, my newest creation.
This is the creature who keeps sabotaging your master plan? Ha! You gotta be kidding. I'll exterminate this field right in no time.
Now, Crunch, your time with Crash will come soon enough. Isn't he brilliant? A testament to my true scientific genius. A real Bandicoot warrior. Unlike you, Crash. Oh well, we all make mistakes. Ta-ta for now.
I was gonna say the loading takes like 10 minutes or 20. Well, yeah, moving on. We have now arrived at the new warp room. Hey, this isn't like the one in the intro. Must be different. Well, just like in Crash Bandicoot Warp and Cortex Strikes Back. We have 5 total warp rooms for each of the elementals that Uka Uka has been released. That Uka Uka released. We got Earth, Water, Fire, and I believe this is Air. Yep. The 4 elemental masks that are powering up Cortex's secret weapon named Crunch. So now he's gonna battle Crash. And we're gonna be fighting Cortex in this some kind of future area. Yeah, but just like in the third game, we can't access to any of the other warp areas. Because we're going to need crystals to open up the warp gate. And as you can see, there's Crunch, the boss. Fortunately, we can't fight him because it's covered in earth. Not sure what that is though. And now we got a total of 5 levels. Arctic Antics, Tornado Alley. That's right, flying levels are back. Bamboozled, Wizards and Lizards, and Compactor Reactor. I think we're gonna go to Arctic Antics first. Because, like I said, I like to go do the levels in order. And we're also going to do 2 levels. Same as always. Alright, let's move on to Arctic Antics.
What are you looking at, fuzzhead? I'm Rocco, the Earth Elemental. Uka Uka and Dr. Cortex woke me from my captive slumber, and now I'm free to pulverize whatever gets in my way. Oh, don't even think about collecting those crystals, Ralph. If you do, I'm gonna bury you alive.
So that's Rocco, the first elemental mask. And looks like he's going to help Crunch defeating us. Because that's what Cortex says. The elemental mask's what's going to help defeat us. Well, we're not going to let that happen. Here we are at a snowy level. Of course, this is the Earth level, so it should be something different. There's no need to explain how the gameplay goes. But just in case you've forgotten, when you move Crash around, he'll slide and do a slide jump. He'll crawl and do a high jump while crawling. And he'll also do belly flops. We got to return the same crates as always. Boy, it's been a long time since I played this. And just like I said, slot crates are back. And now, every slot crate is going to contain Aku Aku masks. So you can either take that, or take some of the Wumpa fruits. Or the extra lives. However you want to. Oh! Okay, that was too close. Almost fell into the water there. Alright, let's keep exploring. We have to return to these bounce crates. And just like in the third game, these bounce crates contain 2 Wumpa fruits for 5 jumps. And I still like that. Now there's going to be something different in this game when you collect 3 Aku Aku masks. But I'll get to that later. By the way, we got the return of skating. This could come in handy for time trials. And as you can see, there's a narwhal jumping out of the water. I can tell that's a narwhal. Or is that a nearwhal? I can't remember. Well, whatever it is, we gotta get past it. Perfect. Did I get up those boxes? Yes, I did. Just want to make sure. Looks like lab assistants have also made their return and still taking new hobbies. But I'm sure they still work for Cortex. Alright. And for some reason, belly flops just still don't hurt Crash. He's probably gotten used to it. Maybe he just had lots of practice after finding Cortex through his space station. Or after destroying his castle. And like I said, I don't know how the series works. Let's break these boxes with the belly flop. Alright, let's set out the TNT. Unfortunately, the spin glitch won't work in Crash Bandicoot Route the Cortex. I guess for some reason, the creators of Traverse Tales decided to not make it perfect. Well, it's invincibility time. We're gonna have to be really careful about not jumping to the water. Darn, I was so close to breaking that box. But yeah, your invincibility won't break all the boxes. It only break one box at a time. So that's the sad part. Well, might as well do the death route first. Yep, death routes are back. And just like last time, they'll take you to an alternate path. As long as you stay alive. And Crash's animation is being really cold. Funny gags have also made their return. Alright, let's get away from these narwhals, even though they're not gonna hurt us. Oh, that was too close. That wasn't close. Oh yeah, we got the blue gem. Alright, well, let's fall off and die. Let's just get hit by nitros. Yep, TNT and nitros are back. It's a good thing I came back for that blue gem, because if I didn't, I would have fallen to my death in the freezing water. Or be surrounded by enemies. Too close. Alright, now it's bonus time. Yep, that's Crash's reaction. Freezing cold. Now bonus rounds are gonna have different music. There's gonna be some catchy ones too. Alright. Done and done. Oh, there's one box here. And that's all of them. Alright, now that we're done, let's go. Let's continue on the main path. And set out the exclamation crate. So we can get those boxes. Crystals are back. And they still keep making those shiny sounds. Perfect. Alright, let's set out the nitros. Alright, time to get out of here. Alright, we got our crystal, our clear gem, and a blue gem. So now, it's time to move on to the next level. Tornado Alley. This flying level is going to be different. And you're about to find out why. Alright, now Crash takes the sky.
The generator shoots them down. Looks like Neo's using them to make a tornado.
Now we gotta take down those generators. I'm gonna turn my volume down. And as you can see, we're not fighting Cortex's lab assistants. We're fighting his henchmen. Now, no matter what, enemies will still shoot you no matter where you go. And your rolling is not gonna help anymore. Yeah, after you shoot some enemies, it'll release some Wumpa fruits. I don't really plan on fighting a lot of enemies. Also, they'll run into you. Alright, now we're gonna have to refill our health. I'll take it. This is one of the hardest flying levels I've ever done. Might as well take this guy. Might as well take whoever that is. But I know we're gonna be fighting Tiny, Dingodile, Entropy, and Engine. I'll just leave them here. Alright, we got one more generator. But first, let's break all the boxes. Yeah, they'll still shoot you, especially when they're behind you. And like I said, your rolling's not gonna do any good. Alright, just a couple more boxes. Alright, 5 more boxes. Alright. Okay. Just 2 more. Yeah, popping the balloon, the health balloon will increase your health by just a little bit. But if you break the box, it might give you some full health. Alright, that's our clear gem. And that's the last generator. Thus, getting the crystal. Alright, that's our crystal and our clear gem. Unfortunately, Crash doesn't do the Crash dance anymore. Instead, after he gets all the crystals and gems, he jumps up in the air. Yeah! Darn, 'cause I really like that Crash dance. It's really cool. Okay, well, I think that's going to do it for this episode. I'll try getting those 2 relics off screen, if I can. So tune in next time as we do 2 more levels. Bamboozled and Wizards and Lizards. Thank you all for watching. This is Sharp Knife and I'll see you all next time.